Police now have more possible witnesses to talk to about a Grapevine police officer's deadly and controversial shooting, and the Mexican consulate in Dallas is now also getting involved. Fox 4's Richard Ray is at the consulate with new information. Rich.
Hi, Heather. Representatives of the Mexican government did meet this morning with Grapevine's police department and their police chief. They say the meeting went well, but that's clearly not the end of it, and this local police shooting has become something of an international incident. In letters to the Tarrant County DA, Grapevine and Euless police departments, Mexico's top diplomat in Dallas has condemned the shooting death of an undocumented Texas resident, Ruben Garcia.
A sad and lamentable incident of excessive use of force, in this case of lethal force, against a Mexican citizen.
The shooting happened about 6:30 last Friday evening. Grapevine police officer Robert Clark tried to pull over 31-year-old Ruben Garcia for a traffic violation. There was a short chase that ended on the Highway 121 service road in Euless. One passing motorist recorded cell phone video before the shooting that appears to show Officer Clark with his weapon drawn and Garcia standing near the trunk of his car with his hands on his head. Grapevine police say while Garcia did have his hands on his head, he refused to comply with Officer Clark's demand to halt and kept advancing on him. Garcia was shot twice outside the view of the dash camera. Euless police are conducting a criminal investigation after making a plea for witnesses to come forward Tuesday night. They now say they are in the process of interviewing 4. The Mexican consulate claims it should have been notified by local police. Not doing so is a violation of the Vienna Convention on Consular Relations.
As you know, this is an international obligation, and we did not receive any alert. The Hispanic community and the Mexican community is very interested in seeing what kind of reaction we will get of the local authority, just to be sure that the due process of law is going to be honored.
My sister is tears.
At a church in Fort Worth, family and friends of Ruben Garcia gathered for a wake. They've asked for the dash cam video to be released and for a federal investigation.
My coworkers are having a very hard time, as well as I am.
Eric Friend had employed Ruben Garcia for 12 years as a mechanic. He and others here with the same question.
What caused the officer to feel threatened so much that we had to use deadly force to stop whatever the threat was?
We know a little bit more tonight about that officer, Robert Clark. He's only been with the Grapevine Police Department a couple of months. He joined in May of 2014. Before that, he was with DFW's Airport Police Department. In his short time with Grapevine PD, we are told that he had no commendations and no disciplinary action. Heather, is in all of these cases, he's now on administrative leave while the investigations play out.
Yeah, Rich, there's a lot to figure out here, so I have a couple of questions for you. I guess first, does anybody say anything more about Ruben Garcia's state of mind, drinking, that sort of thing? And secondly, any word of maybe a language barrier between Garcia and the officer?
Yeah, the language barrier is a good question. It's one we've asked a couple of times. Clearly, from people who have seen the video, he's got his hands on his head. He asked a couple times, "Are you going to shoot me?" He says other things. He communicates. He asked, for example, why the officer is cursing at him. But what happened in those last couple of seconds when he approached too close and was shot, we don't know. Was there a communication problem, a breakdown there? There could have been.
All right, and then I guess anything else, his state of mind, that sort of thing, nobody's saying anything, Rich, about that right now?
Except the fact that this just was not, he's not a guy who's ever been in trouble. According to the guy who's hired him and employed him for the last 12 years, he's a family man, he stays out of trouble, he has not been in any trouble. And we've run the traps on this. We can't find any prior criminal record at all.
Yeah, people had such great things to say. All right, Richard Ray live tonight. Thank you.